Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show. We're here, we gather the tools, the mindset, and the courage to step into the next best version of our lives. And we do it together as a tribe. Here, the truth is served straight, no chaser. It comes wrapped in a hug, and sometimes it comes not served with warm cookies and milk. It just comes forward. And this is where we grow together. I love your comments. This is where we have a conversation where you guys comment. So listen, this one is really great. Ina Isaacs, you commented on the episode, How to Achieve Prosperity in Your Life. You had a lot to say. I love it. You said some pretty powerful things. You said, thanks, Lisa, quote unquote. Thanks, Lisa. I love listening to you. And I find all of your topics really interesting. But this particular topic on how to achieve prosperity in your life, this really hit home for me because I'm struggling with this. At this very moment, I'm failing miserably. And I found myself asking, where have you been, Lisa, all of my life? I'm right here, girl. Right here, right here. You don't have to search too far. From this point forward, you can always find me here. You went on to say, Ina, quote unquote, I'll be joining Prosperity Power Jam. You know about our Prosperity Power Jam, huh? If y'all don't know, you better ask somebody. The Power Jam is everything. And you said, I will achieve all the prosperity in my life that I'm looking for, end quote. I say to you, Ina, absolutely welcome home. This is your place. This is exactly where you belong. And together we can lock arm in arm, hold each other accountable, not to who you've been. I'm not keeping score on who you've been. You don't keep score on who you've been. Let's just set our intention on the man, the woman, the individuals that we are becoming. And if you show up here, I'll show up here. And together we can keep playing full out. Trust and believe. I love this comment. Andrea, you had so much to say. You were commenting on the episode that I did called How to Modify Your Relationship with Fear. Yes, fear is that thing that seems to always join us. And I did an episode on how do you modify your relationship to fear, which sounds crazy because we don't think we're in a relationship with fear, but we have a relationship. Andrea, I love what you said. You said, quote unquote, fear has crippled me from taking the steps for years. It's crippled me. Fear of failure and fear of success. I've come to understand that I hold on to fear because of the story that I've been telling myself. And you said, fear is my familiar. I love the language you're using, Andrea. I can tell that you're in the work. I can tell that you're taking on some new conversation. You said, fear is my familiar. Fear is my comfort zone. Then you went on to say, quote unquote, I need to push through and get uncomfortable. Yes, yes, yes. You said, I'm more committed to being uncomfortable. Uncomfortable has a greater commitment from me than my fears. Hashtag keep pushing. Andrea, I love you, sis. Absolutely. And just know when you make those needlepoint moves of awareness, those needlepoint moves of aha, all you have to do is live like you already got the aha. Live like you got the BOL, the breakthrough out loud. Because if you stop living like you got it, you'll have to get the lesson again. So on this channel, what I'm bringing to you are little needlepoint moves that if you look at 12 episodes, 12 particular episodes, then each one gives you a needlepoint move, but you have to live like you've learned that lesson. So I'm so excited for you, Andrea. I'm so excited for each one of you who commented on that episode and who found value from that, and will find value from this one as well. You know, we live in a society that is always about putting us in a box. You're in a box based on a box of expectation based on your gender, a box of expectation based on your geographical origin, based on your religion, based on your economic status. But here's what I realize, is that no one can put me in a box until I agree to be in one. No one. So when people look at me and they ask, how did you build a multi-million-dollar business as a single mother? I say, I didn't build it as a single mother. I built it as a CEO. how did you become a CEO as an African American woman born in South Central LA? I decided to become a CEO. So often we wear labels. There's a label that's, to me, there's several labels. I'm an African American woman, I'm a single mom, I'm a CEO, I'm a daughter. There's so many labels to me, but I don't live under the label. I allow the label to exist, but it doesn't define me. And so I invite you, if you're a woman, there's so many men watching my channel. I love you. I want you to always come. You're always welcome. This is your home. But to my sisters, I invite you, don't feel like life is harder for you because you're a woman. Don't feel like you have to work harder because you're a woman. Work hard. Just work hard. I never looked at, am I working harder as a woman? Am I working harder as a Black person? Now, are there inequities? Absolutely. I am not blind to that. But like I said in the previous episode, energy grows where energy goes. Am I going to give the inequities energy, or am I going to give the possibility energy? And I'm not saying that everything's hunky-dory and all things are right. No, there's some wrongs that really need to be corrected. But here's what I won't do. I won't wear a label and walk in a room living under that label, wondering how you're going to treat me because of that label. People used to ask, Lisa, how did you get on the main stage with people like Tony Robbins and Jack Canfield and people like, they rattle off all these older white men or very successful white speakers in the industry. And they say, how'd you get on stage with them as a Black woman? Or how'd you get on stage with them as a woman? And I go, I didn't get on stage with them as a woman. I got on stage with them as a badass speaker. I got on stage with them as someone who can bring value to the audience. I got on stage with them because I'm a change agent. So can you live through the results that you produce in the world? Can you allow that to define you? Like, this is the bag that you were given. A woman, a man, Black, white, Indian, Asian, the religion you were born into, the economic status you grew up under. All of those things are boxes that someone else said, let's drop you in it. And then you had to choose if you're gonna stay in it. I am too big to be defined by a box, any label of any size. Why don't you join that? So don't be successful as a woman, be successful. Don't be successful as a man, be successful. Don't be loving and giving as a Black person or white person or Asian person. Be loving and giving. Just be. And then become contagious for someone else to want to be that way because they crossed your path. Yes, you may have to unlearn some things. One of my students wrote in about how her relationship to business and money are both unhealthy because she's a woman. Okay, you know what got you there. Now why don't you create a healthy relationship with money? Because if you repel money and you don't believe in money and you don't believe you deserve money, you are always going to not have enough of it. If you think business is only for men, then you won't ever have the business that you want. And a business is simply an infrastructure to hold your dream. See, I didn't start out saying, I'm going to be a great business owner. I started out saying, I have a dream that I'm going to be a change agent in people's lives. I needed to learn how to do business to make my dream come to pass. And so, you're only as weak as the label you choose to live under. And you're always as strong as the possibility you choose to live within. So do it as a woman. Do it as a man. Do it in your nationality. Do it in whatever your religion is. You're perfect for the job. You're perfect. No one can do it like you. In that package, in that gender, from that origin, in that religion, no one can do it like you. So snatch the labels off. Pop your collar. Do you. No one can do you better than you. Because when it's all over, it all dissolves into that energy called love. Remember, this is not a monologue. This is not about me just talking to you. It has never been. I'm willing to give it to you straight, no chaser. I want you to give it to me back straight, no chaser. I'm willing to be authentic and transparent with you. And yes, you are able to be authentic and transparent with me as well, right here in the comments. I want to hear from you. I want to read your comments. I want to know what came up for you. Where was your aha? Where were you possibly living in limitation around your gender or your nationality or your religion or something else? And all of a sudden you realize, whoa, wait a minute. Where was the aha? Where was the BOL? Breakthrough out loud. What was the awareness? What did you strongly agree with? Or what did you realize? Hold up. Wait, Lisa, that's not me. Or what was confirmed or affirmed for you? What did you say? Yes, I always thought that. I just needed to know I wasn't alone. Comment below. Invite your community. You know, we're a growing tribe here. We're growing so wildly. We're like a wildfire on this channel. It's growing and growing and growing because you're going out and you're getting your friends, you're getting your families and saying, hold on, let's have a conversation over here. So keep doing that. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe. Why not? This is your home. I'm your sister in prosperity and possibility. I'm always going to tell you, I'm down for you. That I'm your ride or die. That I'm that chick that's gonna say, let's do it. I'd rather you run hard and fall hard than run slow and never take a leap. I'm gonna be the one who says, try it. Why? Because you're not banking on the horse, the business, the situation, the job, the opportunity. You're banking your stock on you, the horse. And I believe no one can ride your life better than you can ride your life. So I'm always going to say, let's get on and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See you soon.